Hello, Horace here with another episode of the Octavian Empire. We're approaching endgame. We took Palmyra in a rather devastating siege last time. It did a number on the status of the Empire, at least of our forces for the Empire over here in the east.
We hunger for battle!
Octavian has a decent-sized force. I bolstered it with a couple of elephants last time, but we suffered devastatingly. The good part is eventually we're going to have nearly a full legion based here in Palmyra that just garrisons the place, so that's going to be good. We do have to watch out for this Roman army under Antony heading over here towards Alexandria. Alexandria doesn't have nearly as good of a force. Actually, it doesn't have a very good force at all. So, as much fun as I really have it at this situation, I really need to get these guys all the way over here to Alexandria. Now, I'm probably not going to make it, but I'm hoping with the defense I have and my allies coming, we may still be able to put up a pretty decent fight there. Antony is suffering some attrition, looks like heat attrition because no one else is having it. But they've kind of gotten a handle on their economy, it looks like. They're starting to rebuild. They have demolished those buildings, but they've taken territory over here at Carmuthas last time, and pretty much Egypt is back to what it had after my war with them ended. I'm thinking I'm probably going to take Edessa, Thapsacus, and Dura. And at that point, I will hold there. Adumatu, I probably will leave be. Petra, I do want to take, or more likely, I want Judea to take it. Now, at the moment, all I really want to do is just survive. So that's exactly what we're going to try to do, considering. So, here we go. So I've been thinking of what I will do for my next campaign, and I'm thinking that Attila is the way to go. We've done a couple of Rome ones for Rome 2, and I do like the concept of keeping with Rome. I know a lot of people would rather me do other factions. There's good reason why. There's a whole lot more diversity in the different units, depending on the different factions you get, and ultimately Rome is overdone. But from the perspective of kind of a triad, of the rise of the Republic, the rise of the Empire, and then the fall of the Empire, it would be kind of nice to be able to play Rome in the different ages, and you can see the difference of units, the difference of culture, the difference of strategic styles, militarily speaking, that you have to use in order to win. And as much fun as playing the Eastern Roman Empire would be in that campaign, I really do believe it is the Western Empire that I should probably play as. And that's probably what I'm going to do, which is what I expected to do from the beginning, true. I did toy around with other options, maybe even a Constantine one for this, and one day maybe. But I think that it will be just as much fun, if not more so, to play as the Western Empire, a legendary starting position, win on normal difficulty. A whole different kind of play. And I played a little different than some do. Yes, I have played through it before, and I won. That's not to say that this will be different. I will, of course, continue to use mods in order to bring other kinds of styles of play into this game. Not necessarily because I don't think the vanilla was good enough, or that I know better or something. I want to make sure I've already got a cloaca being made here, and I do. Sweet. So yeah, Rome at its height. Pretty much. You know, looks like the Cloaca Maxima needs a little more. And same with the Colosseum, which ultimately we want to put here. It's going to be more wealth from entertainment at the cost of a public order bonus, but honestly, we got plenty of that. Yep. Yep, that's what's happening. So, anyway, my ramblings, but hopefully useful ramblings to any who are interested in watching that. That is what will happen after this, and it will be interesting. In my previous one, as I mentioned to some of my friends, when I talked about that campaign, oh look, Thapsacus has been taken by Iberia. Oh joy. Oh well. On the plus side, that army is going to build up again. Looks like we can go for that, which might be a good idea, actually. So, we're going to do it. But I did mention in the previous, or to some of my friends about my previous Western Roman Empire campaign, it was devastatingly depressing at the beginning, but it really ended up being a really neat story. That's part of the reason why I want to do it. Because if it's something similar to that, I ended up with an entire force. Ooh. Beehive Onager. Doing it. Why? Because we can. And we're keeping the elephants, so I don't mind doing that. But mentioned that Honorius, the Emperor of the West, had died like a punk when another faction ended up besieging Ravenna, and he happened to be the garrison commander at the time. He was the governor, of course. He was still relatively young, and his unit was heavily depleted. His fellow garrison all, I guess you could say, retreated from the walls, leaving Honorius by himself with his back to the enemy and half his unit dead around him, and he took a hail of javelins that ended up being his demise, thus ended one of the most irritating of emperors that Rome ever had. But in my campaign, kind of along those same lines, I guess. You know, it's funny, I actually am doing pretty well here. I'm feeling like I want to do this, so I'm going to do it.
Moving out! For Rome! All hands to the oars!
I'm now feeling like that was
Sound the drums!
less useful than I intentionally wanted it to be, but
Waiting for a new course.
oh well. Anyway, so that's kind of the concept behind that. I'm actually going to move these guys out by sea, and we're going to sail down there, so that's what we're going to do. In 3 turns. But I ended up with that campaign winning it, but I lost all of Britain, Gaul, Spain. Ended up just holding on to North Africa and Italy. And then the Huns arrived. And I barely won it, but I won it because I got a handle on my economy, and I held strategic borders and good choke points in order to force them into some major battles that I could win. Fighting concentrated, but at the expense of territorial gains. So it has its major changes, not to mention it's neat to see what barbarian kingdoms come back out of that. But anyway, seemed like it was a good concept for it, and there's some people who want to see how well I do on that because it's considered the hardest of the Total War factions to play. With good reason, it is, in my opinion. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I really can't do anything about that. That's a good army. So we'll just charge head on into them, do what damage we can. Way to use your allies' territory there. Took back Saida. So I'm gonna have to send that other legion up there at Pessinus down south and hopefully knock them out. Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, kind of looking forward to that once this is done.
We have fine goods, and you don't.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, no problem there. Do it. You know you want to, Egypt. Take it back. You can have it. I really don't care. I wouldn't actually mind if there was a Egyptian empire in the east, so long as I get to keep my gains. I haven't used a lot of agents in this campaign, but to tell the truth, I never really do.
I respectfully ask.
And you probably know that already if you've watched the other episode or the other campaign. But I mean, they're neat. I like debuting these mods and the like, and the radius mods for Attila I've never tried before, so I really want to see what they look like, especially as the Western Empire, which should culturally look very different from the East. Merenda! More zeal for you. Somebody got hurt. Saida taken. Fleet destroyed. Of course it's destroyed. Garrison destroyed. Same difference. Alright. So on we go down here with the first Audiutrix, which is my most veteran of legions. And we're gonna fight this out. Another major battle against the 10th Fidelis, a very veteran legionary commander that Antony has in control. I don't know who it is yet. But I also have a very veteran commander in this force. Hopefully he's going to do well. I'd hate to lose him. I think it's the second that has Agrippa in it. I'm trying to think of who has the first. Got some Antisignani, I see. Persian Cav's gonna be a mean one. Well, we're gonna do what we do best. Hold this center here.
Battle group awaiting orders. Infantry.
These guys behind for spear support.
And awaiting orders.
The commander, Marcus Agrippa. Okay, so this is Agrippa in this battle. He is in charge of the first. I thought he was in charge of the second. I was wrong. We really don't want to lose him. He is the best friend of Octavian, and he is going to be the most competent commander Octavian ever had, winning the Battle of Actium for him against Mark Antony and Cleopatra's combined naval and amphibious army invasion force in Greece. So
and awaiting orders.
that's of course historically speaking. In this, they never got the chance. We're gonna put explosive rounds. We got no walls to beat down. We just got people to beat down. So here we go. Huh, nice retaining wall. Left over from Gallic city or something.
And your loyalty. The enemy are as nothing, a mere inconvenience. Pray to the gods by all means, but pray for the strength to do your duty. Now, to arms.
All right.
At your service. At speed!
Infantry! At the double!
By your command!
Double time! By your command! Riders!
Here
At
we
the
go.
double!
Yep, Marcus Kornikin, apparently. He's their competent general. Fair enough. Competent general he shall be then. We're gonna hold back on that cav, they'll assist us in that force. Yeah, Parthian horse archers aren't gonna do so hot here. For some reason, they look Scythian though. That's odd. Oh yeah. Shield wall.
Legionary cavalry! To arms! Forward!
Nope. Up here.
Marching order! Double time!
Hairy battle against a superior general, or at least who thinks himself superior. The truth is he's not. Break those Vigiles. Let's knock out their center, please. Meanwhile, I really want to take that auxiliary unit over there while I'll send this other one here. That ought to work. We will eliminate those. We are suffering heavy casualties, but with our veterancy here, we gotta be able to win this. And that is civil war. Yeesh.
Yes, for glory! Spear infantry at your command.
Oh no. No legionaries. We're not gonna fight them. Not like that. Honestly, I really want to pull my cav back, but I know that won't work well. Veteran legionaries.
Cavalry!
Alright.
Kill, kill, kill! We hunger for blood and battle! Missiles awaiting targets! Stop!
Hold off on any more fire, hopefully. Yeah, go ahead. Soak up some fire, guys. Soak it up. Don't mind.
Understood!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Lose your minds.
Swift horsemen! Infantry! Engage!
And auxiliary, go assist against those legionaries, please. While we're doing what we can. Send you guys around the rear. Good, those guys broke, same difference. Around the rear. Move in. So right on the edge of town, the Imperial Legion's getting chopped up, unfortunately, but I don't have a choice. There's Gorgo's skirmishers, which are fascinating. Female skirmishing unit, I'm guessing? Right next to a Hermes, how ironic.
Legionary cavalry!
Alright, that'll allow us to pull these guys out to get kind of beat up. Okay, we got the Persians.
Legionary cavalry!
Cavalry, pull back. Ought to be okay now. Oh yeah, they're getting pulled through, but you guys gave a good account of yourself, legionaries. Good job. Ooh, speaking of which, Cornicard himself is pulling in now. He's bringing in Antisignani, so after we get rid of Gorgo's skirmishers, hopefully we can do something about that. In the meantime, pull them through. We will put the skirmishers on our left flank. We got our right flank kind of the stopgap. That's not going to be something we can win as it sits, so we're going to have to bring more troops over. Gorgo, go down, please.
Our general is under attack.
He's fine, guys. He's fine. He's fine. Let's knock out those legionaries, though.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Okay. And there you go. Pull back in the cav. Alright.
Understood! Pack them down! Yes, Commander! Legionary cohorts! Break the line!
Yep, legionaries are doing swell, so we'll just kind of let them do their thing. Oh, wow. I think we just pinned our own cavalry up against the wall. That was probably not the way we wanted to do that. But we got chain route going now. And Antisignani's not going to be able to do much.
The men are wavering.
Not bad. They took a full-on javelin throw. That is going to be the end of Cornican. So Marcus Cornican has surrendered. The city of Citus once again ours. And the 10th Legion under the Antonine faction has fallen before Octavian. And it only cost us short of 1,000 men. I must admit, not bad. Will admit the other option I was thinking of was Belisarius' campaign in the last Roman DLC. But then playing that, and although it has much better than the vanilla epic battles with 40 units in an army kind of battles on a regular basis, the truth is, it is not always that simple.
Ready for orders.
Turns are long. After a while, momentum disappears, and it's kind of aggravating. But, is what it is. I mean, you can't really force a campaign like that. The Attila AI is unforgiving. I mean, unforgiving. But, don't get me wrong, it is fun. Somehow I won a lot of money, and I don't know how. Unless I just haven't been doing much with it, but I thought I had. What do I want to do with it this turn? Guess I could just patrol. That's not bad. And the armies of, oh yeah. Armies of my allies are beating up on him, so can't complain about that. 2 more turns, and these forces ought to be in pretty good shape. Thinking about more... let's see. We could use a few of those. That's fine. Get some Syrian archers. Give them good armor. Thapsacus just got taken by Armenia, of all people. That ought to be interesting shortly. So our attempt for a consolidation in the east has kind of gotten a little chaotic, as factions that should have no business in the east are now doing all they can to get involved. Our economy is terrible, I'll admit that. We really ought to do something about that. Exactly what, I don't know. Multicolored map around Saida for some reason. Okay. Can't ignore that. Okay, Carmuthes is back under Egyptian control, but they lost Hegra. Way to go, Egypt. At least we're kind of figuring it out. Looks like Iberia is going up to take out the Pontids. It's probably a good thing, actually. And Iberia has done well at whittling down that army, so it's no longer really a threat, just an annoyance. Okay with that. Thank you, Iberia. Okay, so the 11th Claudia Pio Fidelis at Dyrrachium have been created. That's good. Too bad we can't really do anything with that right now. What else we got? Antioch's still doing its thing, I guess. Flavia Firma will be the legion we place here. That's also Flavia Firma, so yeah, Flavia Firma will be a Syrian protector army. It's aggravating, because I actually need the Claudia Pia Fidelis. Ah, well. One more turn, we'll have that ready to move out. That is the 6th Ferrata. Where is the Ferrata, anyway? Is that it? It is. 6th Ferrata and the 6th Fulminata. My Praetorian Legion, so yeah, that's fine. Really don't mind having 2 6s. They'll be the Gemini forces, I guess. Okay. Build that into a super city, so Tyre will be the best it can be. Might get me some more income that way. We do have a goldsmith here, which I didn't realize. That would be nice, but meh. We don't have much of a legionary force there. This one is still building up. We got one more turn, and we're 100% can move out and hit Dura. So we ought to probably do that. These guys are taking attrition down here due to what looks like some rather unpleasant plague. Alright, so we've done all we can on the way of that. What can we do about you, Galatia? I want to attack you. I don't want to draw you in. You I want to accept peace with. Which is just a tiny bit irritating because you're in a defensive alliance with my enemies. Antony's main force is at Cyprus now. He's been taken completely out of Asia Minor. And yeah, Egypt's still trying to get a foothold. I wonder if they want
Greetings in
trade.
the name of Hermes. Speak, but do not
course not.
deceive with tricky rhetoric.
They may rebel against me. We'll see. Well, at least I don't have to worry about an Iberian force coming to take away what I earned. So there's a plus. So, the next week, there may not be an episode out until Wednesday because of situation. I'll be going across the state I live in, so that will be something that has to be taken into account. Be gone for about 3 days, so that's going to mean won't really be able to record because I don't have that access to the place I'm going. So when I get back, I'll be able to put one out, but it may be a little bit. And Iberia has taken over Edessa. Wonderful. Come on, Antony. Be a bigger fight. Increase in rank. Here we are. And Piso,
My wits and words are yours.
who will get Merchant. Which would be great to increase my income, because I really need it. Really need it. Trying to figure out why I got like a big hole in the city right there. Not sure. That's very odd. That must be the Castrix for the 30th Ulpia Victrix,
Ready for orders.
which is stationed here and is very good. Very elaborate, I should say. The second Alude under Cato is sitting here at Odessos, which is a good spot for it, really. Yeah, we'll do all that. It's good stuff to have. Let's see how that fleet's doing. It has finally
We hunger for
finished.
battle.
So it is time
Sound the drums.
to sail all the way around.
We still have a good wind.
It'll be the 4th Flavia Felix that goes there. Here we have our legionary force
Ready for orders.
defending the city. Good.
We take this settlement.
We'll head over and
Our
take
advance has been
Dura.
halted.
All too easy.
Ready for battle.
Oh, look at that. It's actually very useful. So Palmyra, the province, is completely mine. Cappadocia does have some forces here. We'll see what happens with them. But we do have a rather Imperial Light Auxiliary Cohort. Not sure what that is.
Commander.
Interesting. Syrian archers. All those fun things. Light Auxiliary Cohort. Which is different from Antisignani, apparently. Huh. Interesting. I don't know why I never noticed that before, but oh well.
Ready for battle.
Now that that's done, I think we're going to take these guys by sea. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take these guys by sea, and we will
Drop anchor.
come to the aid.
Faster, you slugabeds. Boarding. Yes.
Your orders?
By destroying
Yes.
that force there. And we're actually going to move all the way up here to Tyre now with that navy, as I think the threat to Alexandria has been eliminated for the time being. They seem to be otherwise preoccupied. Can't say I'm sorry. And our attacks on the east of the Empire have gained momentum again. Yeah, they're gonna try to take back another territory, it looks like. That army has come out of the city. I'm okay with fighting it in the field if they want. I'll win that one. Samosata has been taken back by Cappadocia. And Iberia is taking her right back. Thank you, Iberia, for so much fun in the east. Ship Ram has been done. The Daclothracians are gone, which is not good. What do I got going on here? Get the second Traiana, which actually I kind of want. It's the second Augusta. Third Caroneca, 12th Fulminata, 6th Flavia Firma, 16th Flavia Firma, sorry. 7th Gamina. In Spain, huh? Got the 12th Fulminata here. What legions do I actually have? Rapax Pollinaris, Parada hurt. Okay. First Adiutrix, Alude, 22nd Primigenia, 30th Opia Victrix, and 6th Fulminata. So I don't need that. Second Augusta then. We'll do second Augusta. Why not? Instead of the Traiana.
Ready for orders.
And then we'll go ahead and do engineering. We really need to do some of that.
Ready for orders.
I would love to press on to Hatra. It doesn't seem likely to be a good scenario.
We hunger for battle.
Similarly, going for Iconium, probably not the best strategy. I think I know what I'm doing with these guys, but it will, of course, take a while to get there.
The waves.
Sail them along then. Do a little bit of economic growth. Okay, good. Tarsus was just taken, so we'll take Tarsus now. That'll help us. I got no problem with that. What little force Antony has is going to find itself heavily outnumbered. Well, that was an interesting play for Ardan. Apparently they were concerned about that fight, and unsure what to do about it. But by this point, most of Antony's army should already be in the west here.
My master prays.
If that's the case, then we're fighting him at his full strength. Which is a bit of a slog, I'll admit. Syria is becoming kind of bogged down. Especially thanks to other factions getting involved in taking territory, which I was really hoping they wouldn't do. But, here we are. So, Odessos. There we go. Like that. Indeed. And it is winter,
Commander,
but we can reach, so we will.
siege to the settlement. Take this settlement
Oh,
for
yeah.
Rome.
The only reason they're getting any headway on me in the form of casualties is because of those elephants.
We hunger for battle.
We got that. Civil town. Gonna eliminate that though, I don't need it. Get that going. Samosata and Thapsicus. both should be taken. That would be the province of Syria. Now we can go after Mazaka if we so choose, Samosata having been taken back. I would really like if someone would take out Adumatu and the like down to the south. That would be neat. I see that Thapsacus has been once again taken over by our ally. I could go after Hatra, which could be useful. Our Samosata has been taken by Iberia as well, so Iberia is getting a little bit of a buffer state built here, which might not be all that bad, considering. So, on that note,
Your orders?
this is the battle that we will leave with for next time as we're approaching the end of this episode. I don't think I want a chance to do too much here, so I'm going to leave it as with this, and next episode we will fight for the island of Cyprus, the last vestige of Antonine control of the waterways in the Mediterranean, and then it should be a land war pretty much for Antony at that point. The Six Ferrata does have some strong units. Hopefully I can use them well, better than before. They do have 2 heavy onager, which I don't like, and a whole lot of decent heavy infantry. So, like I said, it's not a done deal, even though it looks like it's heavily in our favor, and I probably will win it. I want to have an army left, so here's where I'll leave it, and I'll see you later.